We let the customer design their own seafood trays. The majority of people will buy shrimp, but we actually will put anything on it you want. The way we look at it is the tray is like an empty canvas, and you can paint it any way you want. San Pedro Fish Market was originally opened by my grandfather 65 years ago. I don't think my grandfather ever thought we would grow to the size we are today. They started as a 200 square foot business selling seafood out of ice chests to locals. Today, we're serving close to 2 million people a year and 200 tons just of shrimp alone. One of the things that we're most famous for is what we call our world famous shrimp tray. And we just figured out a way to package it and ship it overnight anywhere in the country. One of the things I'm really excited about for this business is the opportunity to grow. We are doing some really cool things that I never thought were possible. So we're sort of experimenting with how do we evolve the brand to move into different markets, like Long Beach.
I'm Frank, corporate chef for San Pedro Fish Market. We're in Long Beach making chili crab. That's one of my favorite things to eat in the whole world, is chili crab. It's spicy, it's rich, sour, fresh. The best way to describe it is loud. Now it's really starting to get aromatic in here. We're gonna start with the oil, add in our cilantro root and fresh chilies. You can already smell that chili hitting you. Just as it starts to go translucent, we're gonna add the superpower mix, ginger garlic scallions, a little bit of galangal. We're gonna let this fry up for a second. Trying to keep it a nice even layer. I don't really want a lot of color though. I want to keep some of the vibrancy still in there. Not just the color, but the flavor. I don't want to caramelize this stuff too much. This stuff is fermented shrimp paste, straight from Malaysia. Super intense smell, but adds a lot of umami. Now we're gonna let this fry up a little bit. Everything's starting to caramelize now. We want a little of that caramelization on the bottom. All that fat from the shrimp paste really added a lot to the dish. And now we're gonna put a big thing of red chili. Now this next part goes fast. Deglaze the bottom of the pan with the red chili, just like you would deglaze with red wine, but we're doing it with chili. You know you're doing it right when you can pull it and you start to see the pan show through and all that good stuff comes up off the bottom. Now we're gonna add tamarind, lime juice, and fish sauce. Stir that in. This is that secret weapon that no one wants to talk about. Starts with a K.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
But it really actually adds the sweetness you need for something this spicy, and it adds a lot of mouthfeel, a lot of richness. Look how thick that just got. And then finally, we're gonna add lots more umami oyster sauce. The classic.
Let's go.
You already see it starts to get real dark now, real rich. While that's going, we're gonna get together a couple other little things, like grilled limes for the top. The heat opens up all the essential oils inside the rind and the pith, so when you go to squeeze it over your chili crab, it really gives more aromatic flavor to your dish. Earlier you saw us mess around with Santa Barbara rock crabs, fresh from our San Pedro location. These are those crabs. I just brought them here, quick steam, 275, 7 minutes, or you can drop them into boiling water for a few minutes. I'm gonna pop this guy in there for 2 minutes, let it heat all the way through, pop it out, and we'll finish it up. So now we've been only boiling for a couple of minutes, but you can already see the difference. If you look at the side, it's starting to get real sticky, really thick. Been a couple of minutes. I'm gonna pull out that crab. Notice all those juices from the tamale have starting to loosen up a little bit. We got our pan here with the chili crab sauce. We're just gonna start putting some crab in there. Anytime I got a little juice like that, we're dumping that straight in. We want that. That's all flavor. Sauce is starting to heat up. Starting to see it boiling. Get all that crab nice and coated. And there's one final trick they don't tell you. It's an egg. It emulsifies everything together. Adds a nice velvety mouthfeel. So you gotta do this quick. Much like making carbonara, I'm immediately gonna start turning it in. Immediate. You can already see the sauce really thickening up. And it doesn't even look like there's eggs in there. Now we're gonna plate this guy up. And that's chili crab. You can do it with Dungeness crabs, stone crabs, snow crabs. I've done it with lobster. But just make it the most delicious thing you've ever had. We're getting all that sauce on the bottom. That's gonna be for our signature garlic bread later. You're gonna be able to take your garlic bread and scoop out all that delicious tamale. For me, it's about discovering flavor bomb condiments that just turn everything to 11. We finish up with some fried garlic. Add some crunch if the shell wasn't crunchy enough for you. A little bit of fresh cilantro. Nice big pieces. You want to be able to pick up that cilantro and actually bite it. Give your mouth a break from all the heat, you know? You actually want to give it some freshness. And then finally, all those limes. And that's the chili crab. It's spicy, it's rich, it's sour, fresh. It hits everything. The best way to describe it is loud. It's all over your palate. It doesn't suck. It's real good.